Well, greetings and good afternoon, Chaffey College students. This is Mr.D, and this is our first week in our summer Introduction to Business course here at Chaffey College, and I wanted to welcome you. I'm only going to be doing this one video for the summer, but I just wanted to introduce myself to you and to give you a little description of the course, kind of show you how to navigate around and really just kind of show you how it's all laid out here in Canvas. So starting off with myself, my name is Eric Doucette. I've been teaching at Chaffey since probably 2018, I think. I teach Business 88, I teach Business 10, I also teach Small Business Management. So you may have already seen me in one of those other classes, or maybe this is your first class, and I may see you in one of those classes in the future. But I just wanted to say welcome. I'm excited that you're here. I'm actually a full-time professor at Norco College. That's where I teach most of my classes, but I've been privileged to be able to be a part of the Chaffey family as well. And this is a really fun class. It's exciting. It's 8 weeks long. We'll be covering a little bit about every area of business, from finance to marketing to human resources to operations. And so I think you'll really enjoy what you learn. And if you have any knowledge of business, then it's going to be a little bit of an overview. If you have no knowledge of business, it's going to be a little bit of an overview, but it may give you some idea of what area that you might be interested in exploring a little bit more. So I promise you you'll enjoy it, and it's going to be well worth the time and effort that you put into it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and show you how to log into Canvas, and that's kind of my first goal here. So let me stop sharing here. Start sharing here. I don't know what happened though. Seemed to be missing what I was looking for. So I'm going to go here, try it one more time. Stop sharing, start sharing. All right, here we go. So I'm going to bring you to the Chaffey College homepage, and this is where you will start. So you should have no trouble getting here, but just come up here and select this My Login, Chaffey Login. Now, I don't know what the credentials are that are required. Actually, it says right here on this screen. So log in with your first and last initial plus your Chaffey ID, and that's going to be your login for the first time. And then that's what you need to focus on. So basically, your first initial, your last initial, and then your Chaffey ID number. That's going to be, I believe, your password. So, and then I believe your email is your username. Anyway, so that's once you've logged in and once you followed those credentials, you're going to click login. It's going to ask you probably if you've set it up for a two-factor identification proof. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let me type that in. 927-827. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click login. And that's going to bring me then to the My Chaffey site. And this allows you to do multiple things. Now, for you, it may be completely different than what you're seeing on mine since I'm a faculty, but you'll definitely see the Canvas button. And that's what matters the most because that's where your class is hosted in Canvas. So go ahead and select that. And that's going to open your Canvas dashboard. And then all of your classes will be in here, whatever classes you're taking. Now, I'm teaching one for the summer. So it's right here, and yours may look completely different because I have all these other folders. I have all the courses I'll be doing in the fall. But I'm going to go ahead and select our course. It's Business 10 41412. And I've selected that. And then that's going to bring us to the home page in Canvas. Now, I created this little navigation table to kind of help you get around the course a little easier. And so if you just kind of start here every time, it makes it easy to get where you need to go. So there is a Start Here button. That's where you're going to be going here in a few minutes, the first place you want to go. But there is the 4 modules. So I've broken the course into 4 2-week modules. Every module, again, is 2 weeks. So you'll have some coursework to do within that module. And then we'll switch to new content in module 2. But it's all kind of the same format. You'll have a quiz, you'll have a homework. And then every 2 weeks, you'll have a discussion post assignment. And every 2 weeks, you'll have an exam, and I'll explain all that when we get to the end, exactly what you'll be working on. But I do want to kind of explain the rest of this table. So you have a syllabus right here. If you select that, it brings you to a whole different syllabus page. It has course details. It has the important dates that you need to know about. It has the grading. It has all the assignments that you're going to be doing in this course. kind of has the procedures and ethics of how to conduct yourself online, has all the student service links and things like that to help you get connected to the campus. And then you have your student learning outcomes. If you need a physical copy of the syllabus, it's always going to be right here. You can just click that. It should open it right here and you can download it, and it'll always be the latest version of the syllabus. So keep that in mind if you're ever like, oh, I can't find the syllabus that the professor sent me. And by the way, I've already made some edits, so the one online here is more current. You can just download it from here and get the most recent. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to our home screen. That's the syllabus tab. Then we have the textbook tab next, or icon. This brings you to the textbook. Once you get started in reading, it'll bring you right back to wherever you're at, where you're reading at. And we also have another link. If you select textbook here in the menu or under the Start Here button, it'll actually bring you to the homepage of the hosting website. And there you can download a PDF version of the textbook, or you can read it online, or it's also integrated into each of the modules. So you can actually read it right here in Canvas. You can work your way through each of the folders, and then it'll bring you right to the assignments when you're done. So that's another option. You have three ways you can do it: read it online, download it to your phone or tablet or computer, or just read it on in Canvas. Next to that is a help button. It has my phone number, my extension, my email address. It has the number and email for the help desk and for Canvas. If you need some help with any of that, click the help button. Then there's office hours as well. Now, I have no office hours for the summer session, but if you need to get a hold of me, again, my contact information is also in there. And there is a link if we do set up a Zoom session that we can use in order to have a meeting. So that's pretty much the table. And then we have, of course, the Start Here button. So I'm going to select that. And the Start Here button just gives you an introduction to the course. There's a little bit about me there. There's the fact that it's an online course, that the textbook you're going to be using, again, you can select here. That'll bring you to the website where you can access the textbook as a PDF or whatever else. Here's how you can navigate the class if you're on a phone or a tablet. It's a little different. You might not get the same menus that you see here on my computer, so you can use the little arrow in the right corner to get the same menu that's here to pop up on your phone. There is a syllabus. So getting started, the first thing you need to do is read the syllabus. Make sure you understand exactly what's being required. Watch the welcome video, what you're doing now, and then complete the mandatory check-in assignment. Now, I forgot to change this, but very important. This mandatory check-in assignment is actually due right away. I'm going to give you 2 days to get it done, but we need to do it because census is right around the corner, and I didn't realize census was so soon. So I'm going to make the date on that the 6th. So you have until the 6th to get that done. And once you get it done, then you'll not be dropped from the class after that date. But anyone who doesn't get it done will be dropped on that date. So make sure you get that done ASAP. I need to get the census turned in right away. And the only way that we can do census is to determine that everybody is attending the course. So please do that right away, and we will get you taken care of. All right, so that's the next thing you need to do is read the syllabus. Number 2 is to watch the welcome video, and then number 3 is to do the check-in assignment, and then you can get started on your work. Just so you know, I also have a schedule here of every week what you should be working on in case you want to come back to it. But we'll go ahead and select Module 1 so we can take a look at what you should be doing week 1. So here is the modules, and so this is the textbook right here. If you just click Introduction, it's going to open the textbook, and you can navigate your way through. Except all that, you can either click Next here, it'll bring you to the next folder, or you can also click Next here. Either way, you're going to work your way through each of the different sections of the textbook. By clicking Next, it'll just bring you to the next section, and you can continue to read all the way through. And if you keep clicking Next, it'll eventually bring you to the first assignments that you need to complete. So read chapter 17, read chapter 1. This is for week number 1. And then go ahead and complete the check-in assignment, which I already told you about. And I did say the date was changed to the 6th. I'm going to go ahead and change that as well while you're on here. We're going to change the date on that to the 6th. So let me navigate to that. And it's really giving me a hard time here. because my picture's right in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to the 6th. So make sure it's done. I'm going to change the due date as well. So you're watching me edit the assignment right now. It's due on Friday. Actually, I think I may need it done sooner than that. I think Thursday's census. So yeah, I'm going to have to change that to the 5th. Anyway, I'll send an email about that as we get a little closer. Anyway, so you need to complete that check-in assignment. And then we have a homework assignment on supply and demand that's due on Sunday, first Sunday of the week. It's really exciting assignment, and you're asked what would happen in these different scenarios. There is a quiz on chapters 1 and 17 that you also need to complete by Sunday, and then you need to start your first discussion post. Now, you have 4 weeks to do the discussion post, so don't sweat it, but make your initial post and then take your time viewing and commenting on other students' posts. And that's the idea, is that there's a discussion happening. You have 4 weeks to do that assignment. So every week's pretty much patterned the same. You're going to have a check-in, a homework assignment, and a quiz. The check-in is answering questions from the chapter. The homework is completely outside of the chapter, but the content is relevant. And then you have a quiz on those chapters that you're reading. And this will continue until the 4th week, when you will end with not a quiz, but an actual exam. So you'll have your first exam in 4 weeks, and also your discussion post assignment number 1 will also be due on that date as well. So that's how the class will go. There'll be 4 modules. Each 2 module will be a discussion post, and each 2 modules will be an exam until you're done. So that's pretty much it as far as an introduction to the course. Again, I think you're going to really enjoy the class. You're going to learn a lot about business, and you're going to get a really good big picture of how it all works. And if you have any concerns or any questions throughout the course of our session, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I did provide my email address, but also my personal cell, so you're welcome to text me if that's easier for you. And I'm usually really good at getting back to students within a few minutes, if not a few hours. So please take advantage of that. And that pretty much is it for this video. Have a great summer, and don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help in any way I can. So until the end, have a great session, and I look forward to working with you.